Elvis is in the building, everybody. He's ready. Elvis is in the building. Wow.
He's ready to go.
Yeah. How are you, Elvis?
I'm pretty fine. Thank you very much, Steve. I'm pretty fine.
You look very good.
Well, thank you very much, Steve. You look pretty good yourself.
Thank you.
Now we've exchanged compliments. Let's get down to it. What should we do first?
Let's ask this question first from Simon Russell in Southampton, shall we? He says, Dear Elvis, I'm about to apply the anti-fouling paint to the bottom of my boat for this coming season. Should I use a self-eroding paint or a harder paint that will require more scrubbing during the year? I need to prevent, Elvis, marine growth and gribble worms attaching themselves to my bottom.
Ow. I hate it when that happens. If it's a fast boat, then you're going to need a harder paint. This makes it harder for organisms like mollusks or barnacles to attach themselves to the bottom of your boat. However, if it's a slow boat or you leave it mooring for long periods, then you need the fast eroding kind of anti-fouling paint.
Okay. I think he covered everything there.
Fast boat, slow paint, slow boat, fast paint.
I've got that now. Thanks very much, Elvis. What should we do? Go to a phoner?
Yeah, go on.
Who's on the line then?
It's Andy.
Are you Andy Cartwright?
That's the one.
Oh, from the Ponderosa. Where are you?
I'm at Cranes UK in Tankersley, Barnsley.
Okay, what's your question?
I've got a customer who keeps ringing up asking me what is the world's largest mobile crane, so that's my question to you.
Well, he keeps calling you up and asking you this.
He does, yeah.
There's evidently much on his mind. Well, I hope I can bring a little peace of mind to yourself and your customer there, Andy. The biggest mobile crane in the world is the Momo.
The Momo?
In Montgomery County, you will see. Yes, indeed.
Could you put a wrecking ball on it?
Almost certainly. I think you could put a wrecking ball the size of the moon on that, I think.
So now we're going to go to another question. This is Ralph Littleman of Crawley, and he says que la has considerar James Robertson Justice Samejur trabajo en el cine.
A la vera de la cosa, realmente. Pues James Robertson Justice siempre representa más o menos la misma carácter, ¿no? Una figura paterna malhumorada, más o menos. Probablemente su mejor era Whiskey Galore.
That was about the films of James Robertson Justice. Yes.
That was Spanish, I'm guessing.
It was your actual Spanish.
That was just awesome.
Well, thank you much.
Chris Han of Montrave says, in golf, what is the connection between a below-par score, i.e. birdie, eagle, and albatross, and ornithology?
Oh, good question. I don't know
It's
that.
an interesting question. It's basically 19th century American slang. People used to say bird, meaning cool. You say, oh, that's the bird. And suddenly became birdie, became the recognized term for a sport.
Right?
And there's a kind of logical progression. Eagle, big birdie. Albatross, even bigger birdie.
Albatross. You knew some of that, didn't you,
I knew
Tim?
kind of some of it, but not all of it. That's very interesting. Thank you, Elvis.
Yeah, we give you a nice round of applause. You seem to know everything about everything. We're going to go to somebody called David Cassidy, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. David, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Steve. I'd like to have a chat with Elvis.
It's been a while, David. What you got for me?
Well, when I'm not breeding horses or on the farm or I'm not touring, I spend a lot of my time stamp collecting.
Excuse me.
Yep.
David Cassidy.
Yes.
The David Cassidy.
Of course it's the David Cassidy, Steve.
All right.
I only got the real David Cassidy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, David, what's your question?
Okay, when I'm not on the farm or if I'm not working with my horses or touring around the world,
Can you get to the point?
I spend a lot of my time stamp collecting.
Stamp collecting, yes, indeed, you do.
Yes. And as a keen philatelist yourself, Elvis,
It's philatelist.
I was wondering if you knew what is the current value of an inverted Jenny.
The inverted Jenny, it's a legend among stamp collectors. It's a United States postal stamp from 1918. I had a picture of a Curtiss Jan 4 airplane, and they accidentally printed it upside down, and they only made 100 before they spotted the mistake and withdrew them, so there's only 100 out there. And last one came up for sale in 2005 and made 1.52 million pounds.
Philately will get you everywhere.
And I have one
He
more
beat me to
question
that joke. I was contemplating doing it. What else you got for me,
Well,
David?
I was recently referred to last time I was in Britain in the newspapers as a tanned aging tortoise. I wonder if you yourself have ever been referred to as tanned tortoise.
I've never been referred to as a tortoise. You have my sympathy there, David. I think that was truly harsh.
I have to tell you that I've missed you, and the next time you're back in America, you got to come and stop by and see us.
I will do, David. I will
I
very
got
much.
my whole collection. I'd love to share the stamps with you.
I'm just gagging to see that, David. I really am.
What
Yeah, me too.
What a lovely surprise call. When I saw David Cassidy, I assumed it was another David Cassidy. And I've just been told in my headphones you're coming in to see us proper in a couple of weeks.
I am indeed.
Well, listen, what are you doing here anyway? You're on tour or something?
Yeah, I got a tour going on. My autobiography came out. Could It Be Forever? And
Anyway, David, sorry, we're losing interest now.
anyway, I'm coming over to tour.
Yeah, all right, David.
Starting,
Goodbye.
Glasgow.
Goodbye. David Cassidy, everybody. Goodbye. That's David Cassidy, apparently.
It was, wasn't it?
Debbie Carpenter says she's in Hereford. That really was him.
That really was a whole lot of David Cassidy.
Yeah, and we are, I believe, talking to him in a couple of weeks' time, they're telling me, yeah. Debbie Carpenter says, we enjoyed listening to Kim Wilde along with Father Marty on your show this week. I wonder if Elvis would remind us of one of her finest hours and give us a rendition of Kids in America.
Ah, classic.
Oh, yes, please, Elvis.
That song, Kids in America, which I believe was written in Barnet. Looking at a dirty old window, down below the cars in the city come rushing by. I sit here alone Friday night, I can feel the heat burning shooting and heading down. Woo! I search for the beat I pitched it too high. Back down.
All right. You've been listening to Ask Elvis with special guest David Cassidy, unbelievably. There'll be another Ask Elvis in 2 weeks' time. Elvis is leaving the building. Elvis